Copy. Squid.
Bring it on lights. Is that the cap? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just afraid of what the up and downs might do. Say that again? Oh, I see, I see, I see.
Oh, hey, that's a big squid. Oh, no. Swim backwards, swim backwards.
Yeah, you right.
Oh, I love it.
You better
Oh,
get
how
him stuff out of
cute.
there.
He's,
He's gonna run out of ink.
oh. Oh, dang it. You did? Okay.
Come on.
Come on.
Sihponophore.
Go about ready for your jokes.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'd call it.
Yeah, control. 20 start. Engaging auto control. Oh, I see, I see.
8 centimeters.
Yeah. It's a weird wrap on the winch.
All right then. Oh, am I on? Can you hear me now? Am I there? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Roger.
So, aloha kakayaka, aloha uinala, aloha ahiahi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our viewers out there. You're officially with the unmuted crew for our watch this evening. We're starting to ascend down at our 7th dive site. So we're going to do some short introductions as we start to get settled in here, and then we'll move into some other conversations, started to, answering some questions. Rob, how's it going tonight?
It's going at a little late start here, but
Yeah.
getting ready to go. This is nice. I'm Rob Colony. I'm the watch lead for You're Still Muted. And I'm also a geology lead on the expedition from the University of Rhode Island.
Thank you, Rob. Aloha, Liz.
Hi everyone, good evening or good morning wherever you are. I'm Liz Miller. I'm here as a guest scientist from University of Hawaii, where I am a PhD student. And I'm here as a biologist on this shift. My area of interest is deep sea ecology.
Awesome. Thank you, Liz. Aloha, Taylor Ann.
Aloha. My name is Taylor Ann. I am the science manager and data logger on this watch. And I'm also a graduate student at Cal State Northridge.
Yay. Aloha, Yvonne.
Aloha. Ivan Vicente with the U.S. Fish and
Are
Wildlife
you muted?
Service.
Are you muted?
Oh, you hear me, right?
No,
Are
What?
I think he's not muted. I think he's just quiet.
oh, you just have to soft voice.
Or
Working
bring,
on
No,
it.
I'm speaking loud. Do you all hear me?
or bring your
Yeah.
mic closer.
Bring
Okay,
your
I'm
mic.
going to switch to the top one. No? Okay. It's about to get fixed.
Okay.
Ivan Vicente with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. What a day it's been, huh? With all these amazing sites underwater. It's been great connecting the world with these amazing sites that we've seen today. So yeah, much to relate later. Thank you, Hoku.
Mahalo, Ivan. Aloha, Dave.
Aloha, Hoku, Dave Robertson, lead video engineer, and sitting in the video chair, solving some problems right now.
Okay.
Nothing that stops the dive. Though. Thanks.
Sure. Thank you, Dave. So mahalo for the introductions, everyone. We're going to give our pilots and our navigators some time to get settled in and set our course so that we can have a good ascension down to the depths. And I'm going to hand it over to Rob to give us a short debrief of what we're going to be doing at this site, what that site is, and what we're going to be checking out.
Yeah, we traveled about 4 hours transit from our previous dive site, and in a seamount called Wetmore, and where it was studied previously by previous NOAA,
Okinosa, yeah, Noah.
and it's interesting. It's a flat top seamount, or a geo, more than likely, and it looks like there's a bunch of mass wasting events or like landslides around the edges of these seamount. So what's nice about a mass wasting event like that or landslide is the potential for exposing fresh, unaltered, relatively unaltered basalt.
Okay.
And so that'll be a nice, interesting way to get a better look instead of having everything covered with manganese coating in this petroleum.
Oh,
and
okay,
so,
this will be interesting.
yeah, but we're still going to do this a similar approach. We're going to drop down to about 2,500 meters like the last time and work our way up a spur on the north side.
Okay.
And it just borders the edge of the seamount or the landslide, and slowly work our way up to 1,500, which is the top of the geo.
Cool. Fun. And so it looks like this dive is going to be roughly an expected length of about 16 hours. So we've got a lot of time to explore this space. So please pop in your questions to the chat and we'll be sure to address them as we descend to our next dive site. Mahalo. So aloha mai kako, mahalo nui for submitting all of your questions. As we begin our descent down to our site, I'm going to hold off on questions for our pilots until we get settled in, have a good transition to get down into the depths there, and then I will definitely address these questions for our pilots. Thank you, and please keep them popping in. So aloha mai kako, everybody. I just wanted to give you folks some information about our dive right now. We're currently at about 376 meters in depth. Our current temperature is 9.05 degrees Celsius, which is a bit interesting. That's a little bit warmer than or higher than our last dives. Our oxygen saturation is about 12.8 degrees. O2 concentration is 45.45 micromoles per liter, and our salinity is 34.3 PSU. But our temp is actually decreasing, so probably by the bottom we'll get to that familiar temp that we've been at, about 2 degrees Celsius. Our current velocity is about 30 meters per minute. Our bottom depth max reach is 2,457 meters, and the time to the bottom right now is about 75 minutes. So we got a ways to go.
This is an audio slate for dive H1933. UTC time is 073900, mark.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Cool. Okay. So aloha mai kako. We've got some questions coming in for the pilots. So pilots, you just let us know when you're ready to take some questions, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great. So aloha guys again. My name is Tali from Australia. Aloha Australia. They really loved the last dive and the urchin basketball. And they really wanted to know what type of SLR camera do you use and what type of lens?
That's in the dissection camera, the DSLR. I'm not sure. I think
Maybe
it's.
that's a
I think it's a
Dave fish?
Sony
What's that
A.
one called?
I want to say it's an A something.
Dave?
A7. I don't know. Not quite sure what's in there.
Okay.
I think we open. I
sorry.
just remember going into it once.
Pretty sure it's a Sony. I'm just not sure which version.
Okay.
Yeah, DSLRs are not my area of expertise.
All right.
We'll find out, and then we'll like put it on the Insta or something.
Okay. And then also too, another question came in is, someone would like to know if Hercules has ever been bitten by a cookie cutter shark or any other type of shark that might bite a submersible.
Not to my knowledge.
All right. So far,
It'd be
so
cool
good.
to see a cookie cutter shark, though. I'd be totally into that.
Yeah, when we used to tow a magnetometer behind the ship, it'd be
Oh, really?
on a cord. Every once in a while, we'd bring it back with some shark teeth in it.
No way.
Yeah.
I've gotten a glimpse of a cookie cutter from a baited camera setup that was on its way up.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
they're pretty rare to get
Yeah.
images of them in the wild. That was off of Oahu.
Right. How
Cool.
deep do they live? Are they
So I
down?
think during the day they're down in what we would call the mesopelagic, so
Okay.
1,000 meters-ish,
Okay.
and then maybe a little shallower, and then it's at night that they come up and take little bites out of things.
That's the
If you don't know
cookie
what a cookie cutter shark is, they have this very strange modified mouth. So they're pretty small. They're only like maybe a foot long. But what they do is they take little circular bites out of larger animals. Like a lot of the times if you're fishing for ahi, like tuna, you'll pull it up and they'll have a perfect little circular cut out of them. That's from the cookie cutter shark.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah.
The sextant still camera is a Sony A7.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, Dave.
You're good. You were on it.
It's close. Missing the 7.
You got most of the letters.
Okay.
And now I'm trying to figure out how to launch the interface for it. Anybody know how to launch the interface for it?
Launch the interface for the
The
sextant?
camera? Yeah, it's a remote desktop deal,
Oh,
Which
I
I-
do not.
which I've got.
I do not.
Okay.
Science might. vest's not useful right now, so I'll go put it back on. Oh.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we did it earlier. Oh, I can launch it.
Those squid were pretty fun in the beginning. That was unrelated.
Ah,
Oh, he's talking to you off FSPL. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Weird.
well now, now I'm getting a connection failed screen when I try to connect to the still cam.
When we do that, it goes to the KVM connections and takes away control of the monitor.
Oh, okay, that's cool. As long as there's a reason for that. Okay, let me try again. Yeah.
Okay, and just some additional information in regards to our cameras. If you view our nautiluslive.org and click on the pictures of the ROV Hercules, it will load you to a page with all the information about our cameras and everything else. Interesting question. So I got some more popping in here. Somebody would like to know what happened to the craft arm on the previous dive. I don't know what happened.
The what?
The craft arm?
Yeah, we had a couple issues with the craft arm. As you know,
Oh.
it was, had that kind of little twitch in the wrist during that last
Urchin
dive.
excursion.
which
During
was,
the basketball game?
Caused the, urchin
Oh.
basketball, which was a little ground fault, which we managed to clear up on the turnaround there. And then we also had, it's called a yoke. There's a little kind of Y chunk of metal which the two jaw fingers clamp into, which spins into a piston in the wrist, so that goes in and out. That's what opens and closes the jaw, and that kind of piece broke, which can happen, which is like, I think we talked about it early on with those long coral cutters and collecting rocks. It's very easy to pry hard. You don't really mean to, but it happens because they're just very long. And anyway, a bunch of the basically prying rocks broke that. So we're fortunate it happened right at the very tail end of the dive, so it didn't really impact anything. But we were able to fix that, and back in action.
Awesome. Thank you, Josh. And another question, I think anybody could answer this. Does your work require calculus? I would say probably to some degree.
Maybe in the software behind the scenes.
Mine does.
I was told there would be no math.
Mine does.
Yeah, totally.
Unfortunately, like, you know, hey, math can be fun. Calculus is fun sometimes.
Math is cool. I like math. Thank you, everyone, for answering the questions.
Math is fun.
Math is fun.
Fun is math. I keep asking. What is that? Okay.
So aloha mai, now that we've got everything all settled in, would the pilots and our navigator like to go ahead and introduce themselves? Emma.
I always go first.
Yeah.
Lady.
Michael.
It goes this way.
Michael.
We're going the opposite way now.
Oh,
Okay, Michael.
Oh man, you're gonna mess everything up.
I don't know where to go. Hi, my name is Michael. I am
Hi, Michael.
the Atalanta pilot, sitting to the left of the main pilot, and I'm a grad student from UCLA, and I'm here to fly Atalanta and assist Herc in any other capacity.
Thank you, Michael. Aloha, Josh.
Hello there, Josh Chernov, Herc pilot for the watch, ROV operations manager for OET, and yeah, having a lot of fun actually on this watch. I want to say it's It's been a long while since I've got to kind of do a steady routine in the Herc seat, so I'm having a blast getting back into it and get back in the groove. So, and a good group of people in the room. So, just want to say I appreciate everyone here, and we're going to continue to have some fun.
Oh,
Aw, that was quite sweet. That was quite nice. That was really sweet.
what do you want from
Where's
us?
my tissue?
Do you want me to give you something more challenging to sample?
No, thanks.
No, no,
I'm
no.
good.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma. I'm from Annapolis, Maryland, and I'm the navigation intern on this watch. So, yeah.
Aloha, Emma. Thank you, all of you, for guiding us down to this benthic habitat we're going to go explore.
Yeah, Dave, you were talking about a couple of the other cameras. How many cameras does the Hercules and Atalanta have?
That go out, just the Zeus's and then the sextant.
So each ROV has an HD camera, and then there are multiple standard definition cameras of various types that mostly are looking at instrumentation or looking back at the bio boxes and that kind of stuff. So there's 4 additional cameras on Herc, 2 additional cameras on Atalanta, besides the HD cameras.
Then Argus has 4, right?
Argus has 4.
Yeah, Argus says for Herc has a couple more.
A couple more that we don't usually
Yeah.
send anywhere.
Thanks.
I have a question. What is that gauge that you look at on the descent in the Atalanta screen?
Yeah, that's our that's the main hydraulic reservoir pressure. And so that's the little tank of oil that we carry with us that runs the hydraulic system. And when the water is warm, when you're working in a warm environment, that on the, I don't know if you noticed, but when we launch and we're at the surface, it gets really high. It gets up, I think on the last one it got up to
Like
almost
close to
25.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was pretty, it was up there. And so I just kind of keep an eye on that. And just so I don't want to overpressure that. But then when we get down to the bottom, as we go down, it all compresses and the oil cools as well, and then the pressure will go down. And so it's just something I like to, it's just kind of my little habit. I like to look at it for most of the, well, definitely during the launch, and then I kind of keep an eye on it during the descent. If we lose pressure now, if we have a leak in the hydraulic system and that pressure drops, then that ends the dive. Pretty much have to recover at that point.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Speaking,
Yeah,
we
good
can look at
question.
all our other gauges too. So that gauge, want to give you a tour?
Gauge tour.
Yeah, we're sending this out on Sat 3 right now.
All right,
so
we got
that-
54 minutes.
That's our main. That's our main comp. So that is the compensation inside all of the oil-filled electrical junction boxes on the ROV, and so that's houses mineral oil in those 3 junction boxes. So we call that the primary comp. And then we have the motor and the what is that? The HPU.
APU and high voltage comps.
Yeah, high voltage comp. And then the one in the back left there, the yellow band, that's a compensator for the craft. So we have the craft has 2 electronics boxes that are like part of the arm, and those house valves and some electronics, which we compensate with oil as well. So that's that comp. And the other one are just pressure gauges. I get those, we actually get those pressures digitally as well up on the GUI. So that's our main system pressure and the 2 pressures in the 2 hydraulic manifolds. And then the res you saw already, yeah. So yeah, those are the ones we monitor. So we monitor those quite regularly, and then we actually write down those values plus a whole bunch of other checks that we do, that Michael does once an hour. So we have a log, and then we can see if there's any changes throughout the dive. Keep an eye on the health of the system.
So is it more challenging to dive when you have
Very cool.
warm surface waters?
Yeah, it is. If the surface water gets really warm, it can present some challenges for a system like this that's runs an electric motor and a hydraulic pump, just because things get so hot so quickly, and that actually can be an issue. If you're working in really warm water, like some vehicles have cooling systems and stuff like that to keep things running a little cooler. But so far it's been all right. Been able to manage it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So we did have a message come through the chat with an extra request to have Michael reintroduce himself. They would just like to know who you are again, if you're interested.
What time is it?
Is that so
It's so early.
who's out there?
We got a
Somebody-
fan.
Who's
somebody-
over there at 2 o'clock in the morning? I don't know. This is Michael. My name, as you can hear. If you want, I don't know how more specific I can. Oh, Michael Valle. I'm from California. I'm a grad student at UCLA. And yeah, that's that's about it.
Well,
I don't have like a DJ name or nothing.
well, actually,
I think you should make one.
I think we have a watch name for you. I'm thinking like maybe Marvelous Michael.
Oh. He's on
Not open
now.
that Pandora's
He's on now. No, don't do it.
Oh, I just heard what he said. I heard it. I just heard it.
I was just
heard
crying
it.
from laughter.
It's a real thing, guys.
I can't wait to watch it when we get back.
I'm like super excited.
I got
Yeah.
like 3 races and 2 qualifiers to watch up on.
Have to binge that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe we need to give the audience a little context on this.
Yeah.
They can go back. They can
Oh,
go
do we
back.
need to
No.
They can go back to your highlight. That was a different
Yeah.
show.
Okay.
They need to research
Who
the
saved
lore
us
before
to
they
not let us
listen.
go down this rabbit hole?
Yes, so we're going to plant the seed, and then they can come back with more questions about the Marble Olympics
That was a pretty
and
good
marble
spell.
racing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see what that spikes to. Not too bad, actually. Not quite 8,000.
Oh,
Some pretty good swells tonight. So the weather is up, so
Yeah.
we're being a little cautious and keeping an eye on that. Eye on the ship position, keeping an eye on our cable tensions. So that one translated all the way down to Atalanta.
Quite quickly.
So aloha mai, we have a question coming in here, and I'm going to direct this one to our scientists. Are there any other fish than the eels, anglers, tripods that are at the depths that are reached? So do we find any other fish at these depths?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of diversity of fish. We've seen a lot of what we call cusk eels.
Oh, that's right.
We've seen rat-tail fish.
Right, and
We've
the
seen halosaurs, chaunacops. So yeah, there's a pretty good diversity of fish. They're not necessarily as frequently seen as like a coral, but
okay.
we've been seeing them.
Yeah, the last time I felt like we saw more fish than we had in the previous dives.
Yeah, that was interesting. There was a spot where there weren't a lot of corals or sponges around, but we saw a lot of fish kind of in
Yeah.
one area, which I don't
Did
know
close
why.
it when you're looking at it,
Right.
sir.
Must be good food over there or something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liz.
One thing you'll notice, though, is a lot of the fish at that depth they all look relatively similar, at least from far away. They have a similar body form of
Right.
like long and eel-like.
Mhm.
And that's not because they're related. That's just a really good body form to have at that depth because it's a very efficient way to swim. So.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Liz. Yeah.
I think it's so cool how in the deep water, it's all about, like you were talking about, you were explaining to me, like efficiency over performance, whereas in the
Yeah.
shallower waters, you need to
Right.
be like faster, but you don't have to be as efficient.
Ooh, cool jelly in the Atalanta cam.
Hey. No,
But
the-
yeah, I'm sorry.
No, go.
Yeah, we say that the deep sea is food limited, and so everything's about using as little energy as possible. And then the other big reason for that is because of the lack of light. You know, there's no visual predation, or if there is, it's based on bioluminescence, and so you only have to get maybe a meter away, and then they can't see you anymore. So you don't have that need to go really fast, really quickly.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Well, 10 o'clock. Awesome. So we're currently, let's see here, just some updates. Let's see, our current depth is 1,183 meters. We're moving still at about 30 meters per minute velocity, and it's looking like we're going to hit the bottom in about 42 minutes. So we're moving right along. One thing that I kind of wanted to put out there for those folks who are listening to us tonight and in being involved in our chat, I'm just curious how you say aloha in your language. So I see a lot of us joining in from all over the world. We've got Australia, Germany, Turkey, Mexico, Italy, Greece, Switzerland, and some other countries there. So if you want to pop into the chat, aloha equals this in my language, that would be so awesome. So aloha in Hawaiian means hello, goodbye, I love you, how are you?
Such a cool idea, Hoku. I like that.
Yeah, any cookie cutters.
See that fish that was following us for a bit?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Couldn't figure out what it was, but it was a decent size, and it was coming in and out for like a minute or so. I wish.
Is the wind graph you have also the one that's from the bridge? Mm. Interesting. That's fine. This one is the DP, yeah. That's what's coming up there.
Those are great.
Lower? Oh, interesting. And right now it's saying 20, yeah.
Aloha mai, mahalo for sharing Australia. Aloha equals g'day, mate. Oh, cute, halo, halo, hi, hey, oh, cuke, in Indonesian. And then we got, I know this one is from the Kanaka state of Hawaii. Ne, aloha sisters and baras. That one's easy, nice, that's so awesome. Keep them coming, I know there's more aloha out there. Let's see what you have to share. Okay, we got some questions coming in here. What is the deepest recorded depth of this expedition? So our deepest depth for this particular expedition is 2,400 and...
That's for this dive.
Thank you.
Yeah, we started on the ridge one, we were at 3,900 meters.
Oh,
that was our deepest start.
Thank you, Rob. And then also, why is bioluminescence in organisms rare? Why are bioluminescent organisms rare?
They're actually not. They're incredibly common. It's been people have hypothesized that it's actually, in terms of sheer numbers of animals that use it, it's like kind of the dominant form of communication on our planet.
For real?
Yeah, actually the majority of animals in the midwater, below where light penetrates, use it. It's actually very common. We can't see it when we're looking through the ROV because the lights of Hercules drown out any bioluminescence that's happening.
Right.
And when you get down to the seafloor, it's actually not used quite as much. There definitely are still animals that are bioluminescent, but it's not quite as dominant. But where we are right now in the midwater, it's very common. I would say the
Wow.
vast majority of the animals that you're seeing swim by use it in some way.
Interesting. What is that?
That was a big covapod in the Atalanta camera.
In the Atalanta camera. That's an interesting fact because you would just naturally assume that it wouldn't be as
Well,
common.
because it's not as common on land, and so we're
Right.
very terrestrial oriented, of course, because we're
Yeah.
land animals. But yeah, if you're talking about, most of the world is ocean, and most of the ocean is deep sea by volume, and if that's what most things use to communicate down there, it's a very common form of communication. It's not the one that we encounter very often.
Yeah,
And
cool.
it's separately evolved, I think, something like 30 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
Man, we didn't get a good part of that deal.
You want to glow?
Yeah, I mean, we got fiber optics, but that's about it.
Fiber optics, I think, are pretty cool.
They can engineer animals to bioluminesce. You take the jellyfish. The jellyfish
Yeah.
have a gene.
Oh, yeah.
There's like glowing piglets and stuff.
Whoa.
It's harmless. It doesn't hurt them. I think it's used in biomedicine to like target certain. It's the way that they learn about what certain genes do. If you like attach the bioluminescence gene to it, then you look at your animal, and you can see what's glowing, and that tells you where the gene is functioning. That's my limited understanding as an ecologist of how it works.
Okay. I would have never thought of that. What happened?
Surprised that it hasn't made it to a human cosmetics yet or something.
I was just thinking that.
Well, we don't bioengineer humans. That's a pretty big no-no.
I still think a jellyfish would be good for Botox.
Yeah.
Temporary Botox, slap a jellyfish on your face. Nah.
Whoa.
That's a siphonophore.
When in doubt.
Yeah.
Everything is a siphonophore.
Yeah, but you can see that it was kind of divided into two sections.
Yeah.
So the swimming and the feeding.
Okay. That looked quite
pretty good.
large.
That was fun.
I mean, it's 1,500 meters away.
Yeah, so we're moving right along. We're about
Where
a
are the
little
bridges
over
at?
halfway there.
It's up on the monkey deck. Or it might be even up on the mast. Sorry.
No, you're good. Do you want me to zoom in?
Orientating myself.
Yeah. pretty steep in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we go along the ridge,
Okay.
basically
It's
the
like
whole
the
time.
same dive as last time. Did we do this already?
Nope, but it seems similar.
Very similar. Very similar looking.
We'll see if we get that crazy cliff
Steep
again.
walls, yeah, totally,
Yeah.
totally will.
You just
Yeah.
jumped down to like 10.
But
The other one was more windy. It's pretty
Right.
straight.
swinging by the wall again.
I was just thinking that too. Yes. But this time actually kind of swinging. They had this fan off last time and I was so happy, but now we have a blanket.
Big stretch.
The old van, that van used to get really cold.
Yeah. Would
Yeah.
you actually put on something besides the shorts and t-shirt?
Yeah,
'Cause
I would actually.
Okay.
They used to blow the air
The long
right
socks.
on. It didn't blow.
Oh.
It didn't cool the electronics. It just cooled down the people.
Oh. Oh, painful. Then I would actually bring a blanket if that was the case.
Yeah, people used to wear toques and jackets.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
All right, so we have about 28 minutes till we reach the bottom, or till we reach our destination. And so because we had so much interest and excitement on our deep water series, we'd officially named ourselves Beyond the Light series. So we will host our series as we descend and ascend, if you get your muted on these watches. And we'll kind of start with some topics of what do you like to do with yourself when you're not in the ROV? So anyways, we'll throw them out there. We had Marble Olympics. We started with some desserts, favorite desserts. I was kind of leaning towards the donuts this morning. What's your favorite donut? Any topics that you guys want to discuss while we descend? We have 28 minutes to cover it. Michael, Rob, anybody?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Well, I'm just wondering, I mean, it's going to be Canada Day Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the
Our
plan,
Canadian.
Josh?
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Yeah.
What are you going to do to celebrate?
It's
Fortunately, I got
Canadians
to
on
work
board.
that day. But
That was Canada.
well, we would, normally, and I don't know, Canada Day people just do. They have parades and gatherings and whatever, and fireworks and just picnics and things like that. Go to the beach. Yeah, just summertime activities is pretty normal.
We could ask them to make you a cake.
Yeah,
Or we can move the
Fill up
ice
the
cream
temperature
Sunday
tub.
day to
I'm
Friday.
I'm good.
Oh.
You can swim in the temperature tub, Josh.
Yeah. Maybe we could
Only
set
the
off some
Canadians know.
flares or
Only
something.
No one else
Yeah.
is allowed.
No one else is in. Oh.
So just
done
Josh
that
and
before.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Really?
Right. They can contribute their eDNA in our tub.
No.
Well, we're also going to be here for July 4th, so what are we going to do then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are we doing? I missed that part.
July 4th?
I know where the flares are. I'm just kidding.
I've been on this boat in the last, I don't know, I must have hit like 50 to 60% of the July 4th on this boat.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
So I worked every single one of them.
At Canada Day, Memorial Day, my birthday.
All the big holidays.
Yeah, many holidays.
Aren't you retired?
Groundhog Day.
Aren't you tired?
Every day's a holiday.
When I'm on shore, Michael. When I'm on shore.
All right, so I'm feeling like it's a holiday celebration for our Beyond the Light series this evening. What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Halloween.
Definitely
Not a
Halloween.
holiday.
Hands down.
Definitely Halloween.
It's not even a
Hands down.
holiday.
You got 3 people back here saying Halloween. It's a holiday.
It's a
Oh my God,
holiday.
you get to like
Ultimate
make
costume,
a
best costume you ever had?
eat candy.
Watch spooky stuff.
I don't
some
think.
reason,
Yeah,
I
I'm with
dressed
you.
up as
I
a
don't think it's a
pineapple when
holiday.
I was
I
a
think it's a
kid.
day
It
that
is.
people do
It's
things.
not a holiday.
It's a day that people do
Activity.
things.
It's
It should be a
holiday.
holiday.
I know
It's
that
a
was
day.
me.
I have flown the ROV on Halloween in here in a costume. So.
Really?
Yeah.
So you celebrated a holiday.
Wow.
No,
A holiday.
He imbibed in the
Why
activity.
I
else
just
would you
took
put a
part in the
costume on?
activity.
Took
Yeah.
part in the holiday
That's
It's,
what
it's a
holidays
day
are.
in which people do things. A holiday, you get a day off.
Well,
Not
No
always.
day off.
No.
for
so
Halloween.
4th of July and Canada Day are not holidays for you then, huh?
Oh,
Because you don't get 'em off.
Because we chose to have to get to work. Otherwise, we'd get the work day off.
I mean, you could just take a day off. They take Halloween off, and then
I
it's a
can't
holiday.
just take a day off.
I'll just I'll spend the day in the tub.
I'm hearing a Madonna song coming up pretty soon. Holiday.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
I was thinking Green Day. It's my holiday.
Oh, does Green Day have a holiday song?
What?
Don't they have a song called Holiday?
Yeah,
Oh,
on
you're asking the wrong person.
holiday, bum, bum, ba-
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they do. They got it.
Yeah, yeah.
I got you. I
Thank
got
you.
No,
Okay, I
no,
thought it was
no.
crazy for a second.
No,
No.
it's on there. No,
Oh, no, there's another siphonophore and atalanta.
I forgot which
Bruce
album
Springsteen
it
has a
was on.
holiday song too.
What's your favorite holiday, Ivan? Did you just say it?
No, can you hear me?
It's your...
Kind of.
You talk really
Your mic is
quietly.
too far from your
Oh,
mouth.
There
all
you
right.
go.
No, I said Bruce Springsteen has a song titled
Ah.
Holiday also.
Oh, hey. So
Yeah.
we got Bruce Springsteen, Madonna, and Green Day
Different
for
generations.
holiday songs. Seriously, we just...
You all.
Ooh.
What about Mariah Carey Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
It's
Mariah
about
Carey.
Christmas.
Michael
What about-
Bublé Christmas. Those are good.
A holiday.
Holiday. So we do have some questions coming in through the chat here. Aloha, Peter from the east coast of Australia. He would like to know if you have seen any spider crabs on this cruise.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we
You
did,
have,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, we saw at least one. It was a pretty big one. It'll probably make it in the highlights at some point.
Ooh, cool. Was that the one that had the anemone on it?
No.
Oh, that was
No, that
another
was
one?
a crab, different type of crab. I don't think it was on our shift that they saw it.
Oh, okay.
What's that
And
called
then
again?
another one-
Picniconid? Is that right?
Sorry?
Yeah, I think it's called a picniconid,
Picnic-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
picniconid.
Okay.
One
And then
for the
another
RV pilot.
question we have here, Liz, is without vision, what is the strongest sense the mobile animals use to find food?
It depends on the animal, but scent is a big one,
Oh,
as well as just sensing movement in the water.
right.
Yeah, and then some of them do use vision because of the presence of bioluminescence.
Oh, okay.
Liz, could you put your mic closer to your mouth, please?
Yeah. Is that better?
That's
Yes.
much
Yes,
better.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Liz. All right.
All right.
So for Halloween, what was your favorite costume? So Liz was a cute pineapple when she was...
I was.
Yeah.
I was like 10. I don't know why I wanted to be a pineapple, but my mom made me a costume.
That's fun.
I made my son, he was supposed to be, what was it? An eel.
Ooh.
I made it, yeah, it was for his like kindergarten talent show, and everybody had to dress up as something, and I'm terrible at sewing, so I went and got a dinosaur pattern and then just put it all in black to make it look like an eel, because there's no eel patterns. But yeah, he powered through that one pretty good.
Aw. I loved making my own costumes, and the most fun one or dramatic one I made, I was Maleficent, and I made her horns, and they were like very tall, and I still have them, and they're kind of scary when you're not ready to see them at night. And you're just like, oh,
You
oh,
think
okay.
somebody's in the room with
Yeah.
you? You're like, hey.
It's like, oh, it's just my nostalgia.
Anybody else? Costumes?
I haven't dressed up for Halloween in a really long time.
What about decorations?
Oh,
Have you done anything fun for that?
No, that's money.
It's not always money.
It's money.
Get paper, bam, you can make something.
Paper costs money.
Oh, gee.
How cheap are we talking?
Apparently, paper is too expensive.
Time is
It's
money.
hard to come by.
I think when I was in preschool, I had a raccoon costume with a really big like head thing. Like it went around my entire head.
my gosh.
And it was heavy. I remember that.
It's always
And
those
it came
things
with
that you
paws and
remember, like-
feet too, and a big tail.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cute.
I just want to see
know,
who
yeah,
lives
it
in
was
the
pretty cute.
pineapple.
I know, now I want to see pictures.
Let's see
And
this.
the raccoon. Those both sound adorable.
So one year I decided to dress up, I was as an emotion, you know, and so my emotion was excitement. And so I dressed myself up like a firecracker, and I put my hair all up in spikes and put glitter all over myself and like ribbons hanging down my hair
Aw.
to express excitement.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I like that one.
I think 1 year I dressed up as a Ninja Turtle.
Oh, that's cool.
Which one?
Oh,
I don't remember.
were you a kid?
Huh? Oh no, this was like 3 months ago.
Oh, just for random, just cause.
No, this is, yeah, I was a kid. I think there's a picture. My mom likes to show it to me all the time.
Of
Aw.
course, we do that. It's important.
Yeah.
On that note,
Okay, Mom, please text that picture to... I'll give you the number later on.
Well, you know what? She was probably the one that asked me to reintroduce myself. Like, what? Who? Huh. Was I mumbling?
so on that note, we just got a question in. What sea creature would you dress up as if you had a
Aw.
choice? Oh, that's a good one.
Siphonophore, obviously.
It's so fun. I was a jellyfish once, and I made it
Really?
glow, and I had lights all up in it, and it was really
Whoa.
fun and cool, and you could see it
Cool.
swimming around. That was fun.
You probably just wear one of those like umbrella things on your head. You know? Clear umbrella thing.
Yeah, I did use a clear umbrella.
I have a friend who has a bone-eating worm costume.
Oh.
Like the worms that find whale falls and bored to the bones.
That's such a niche costume.
Yeah, she dresses up for outreach events.
Those things are so gross. I had to take
Oh.
them out of a whale bone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they smell. Well, I guess it was probably the bone.
The
that
bone
smelled.
probably, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
speaking of that, Liz, I have to wear a tree trunk when I do exchange it or kids outreach education with kids. It's like a little cookie chunk of a tree that we
Aw.
have. And that's the way that we explain what rapidohia death is and what it does to the trunk of the tree. It's a really big costume and suit, but it's fun to wear. What would you be, Rob, if you were to dress up as a sea creature?
I would grab a jar of Smuckers and I'd grab a jar of tuna fish and be a jellyfish.
Oh.
It's processing.
That would be my version of jellyfish.
Josh, we haven't heard
Oh
your
yeah,
Halloween
got it.
Actually,
No, what you like, in order to get that across, you would have to be dressed up as a jar of jelly,
yeah.
but it's the
Uh-huh.
tuna fish logo guy that's on all the tuna cans.
Charlie.
Charlie is a tuna fish,
Thank you so much, Michael.
and now you are a jellyfish.
That took
You don't
me a while.
smother yourself in jelly and tuna.
I was always a low maintenance costume person. Like
Yeah.
one time I
Me too.
took some, kitchen dishes and broke them and attached them to a sweatshirt. Do you know what I was?
Hold on, I can get it.
Uh,
Broken dishes attached to a
Broken
sweatshirt.
plates on a sweatshirt.
I feel it's on the.
It's a science theme. Science
is it a
concept.
geology thing?
Fragmentation?
It's a geology thing.
Tectonic
Fractures?
plates?
Plate tectonics.
Oh.
We were getting there.
But my favorite one is I went to Walmart and got some pink sweat suit, sweat tops, sweat bottoms. I had to go to the women's department, and and I stapled a bunch of baby bottle nipples to my
boy.
front with a pig head, and it went as a sow.
Oh.
It was very
Oh.
cute.
As a pig.
Okay, check please.
I don't want to see a picture of that.
Yvonne, costume, favorite sea creature?
Favorite sea creature. Let's go with that one.
What would you dress up as for Halloween?
A sunfish.
Oh, really? The mola mola.
Imagine how hilarious that would be.
That would be cool.
That'd be a great costume.
Right? And especially if it was over your face, because you have to kind of do sideways, so the eyeballs would go up one way and the other.
Yeah.
So Ivan would be the mola mola. Is that right? The mola mola, the sunfish? Yep. Oh, I'm so good. Okay, yeah. Oh, very cool. What would I be? I would really be the creature from the Black Lagoon. I really want to do that because I want to believe that one day I'm going to have gills. Or I would be a nudibranch. Any kind of nudibranch with my branchial plumes and my rhinophores. That would actually be a really good costume.
I made my friend an Ursula costume once. She's a sea creature.
Really? What did you make it out of? Did you sew it?
I used black fabric and then cut tentacles in it, and then on the inside I put like circles for the suction cups, and so when she walked, it would like flip in and out, and you could see like the suction cups going in and out.
Dang, that's fancy. Nice.
She was Ursula, I was Maleficent, we were villains.
Oh, cool. Rad. I always wanted to be Poison Ivy from...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy.
That'd be good.
That was a cool costume. Or Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer or Halle Berry's Catwoman style. That'd have been rad. Anyone else? We've got about 16 more minutes until we reach the seafloor. And then our Beyond the Light program series will end. Okay.
Okay.
All right then. How are we looking out there? Rob, is there anything you're hoping to see when we get to this seamount? The Wetmore Seamount?
I actually would like to see some nice geology structure.
Okay.
But we have yet to really get into a real coral garden. Like
Right?
we saw at last
Like
dive.
that's so abundant. Like
Yeah.
there's some video footage we've been showing from previous expeditions that you just see this coral garden, just immense and diverse across these landscapes. Go ahead.
And of course, a Dumbo octopus.
The Dumbo octopus would be good again. I'm glad that we got to see that one more time.
My mom was watching the urchin
Oh, here we go. We got
catch,
somebody.
and she said she didn't even watch it. She just looked at all of our faces as you got it. And was like, listening to you like, relax, relax. She commented, that was amazing.
A movie set. All right, so we've got someone in the chat box is contributing to our Beyond the Light Deepwater series and has asked a question. This is Mary from Charleston, South Carolina. If you could live in a movie set, which would you choose? She would live in Auntie May's apartment. Mames. Mames?
Mame.
I'm like, what set?
Maybe Lord of the Rings,
Okay.
but like the Shire.
Oh,
I was
right.
gonna
I
say-
was like, man, that's.
I was like,
dark.
that's a commute.
Yeah.
That is a
Like,
commute.
boom, I think we're all going to live there.
I was gonna
Not like Mordor.
say, yeah, no, that would be a little dark. That would be a little scary.
I would like to be a hobbit though.
I was gonna say Diagon Alley, Hogwarts.
What was that, Emma?
Hogwarts or Diagon Alley.
Oh. Michael, where would you like to live on a movie set?
He's thinking.
Well, it's technically not a movie set. I'd go to like, I'd skidoo myself into like Shrek. Shrek's world.
Yeah, totally counts.
That's true.
You want to meet Donkey?
I don't know if I
be
want
so
to meet him,
great.
but I just want to go to Duloc.
Josh, movie sets?
Yeah, I
Josh
don't
is
know.
not giving us anything
Yeah,
today.
I know. I'm not very good at
Man.
these kind of games.
This one stumped me, but I'm like, what movie set would I be on?
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
Do you have like a childhood favorite movie? Wouldn't you want to live there for a bit?
Childhood favorite. No, I probably just want like, diner where you just like hung out in the and chatted with your buddies and ate food and drank coffee.
Oh, like
Oh,
Mel's
like in the
Diner.
Grease-
Like Grease?
Like in,
Oh, there's a movie called Diner.
yeah.
Oh,
Grease would be cool.
Here, I'm thinking The Outsiders.
Oh, yeah, The Outsiders would be rad. Oh, yeah, that'd be so rad. I
Sounds
love The
chaotic.
Outsiders.
Man, a lot of people don't know about
Do
The
it for
Outsiders these
Johnny.
days.
Sorry.
But don't what?
A lot of people haven't seen that movie. I know a lot of people. I'm meeting a lot of people that haven't seen that movie. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Pretty old movie.
Or read the book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had to
read
read
the
the
book.
book.
I had to
read
read
the
the
book.
book.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Read the book.
Pony Boy is my favorite.
Yeah, the Soches,
The
the
Soches
Greasers.
and the Greasers.
Not
I was
gonna lie,
kind
it
of
wasn't
going
my
towards
favorite.
Princess Bride.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh.
was
That's a
like,
good
I'd
one.
cruise in there for a while. Or Secret Life of Pets,
Aw.
just to kick it with all the pets in their house while they're talking to each other. Because I really believe my animals talk.
Oh, I know. I would go Toontown.
Mhm.
Toontown. I just want cartoon physics.
Right? Oh my gosh, Rugrats. I would love to be in the Rugrats. If I could just sit there and be a Rugrat, it'd be so fun.
they did have a lot of fun.
They did.
Yeah.
Taylor Ann, what about you? What movie set?
I already live in LA. And
There you
I
go.
guess I would just transition to WeHo where like the L word, that show is. Cause
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, because I feel like that's my life already, kind of. But less cool, obviously. Way less cool.
I want to know what the left side of
Hey,
the
your
map
life is rad.
I mean, it's more real than TV, at least.
Oh, we got Jason in the house. Rob, did you share your set?
WeHo's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yvonne? Movie set?
Did?
Vanilla
you-
Sky.
Vanilla
Just like it being a
Sky.
lucid dream the entire time.
Right? That was a trippy movie. That was a trippy movie. That was weird. Dave, movie sets?
I'm kind of like Josh. I'm not good at these games. Just not really. Maybe something in Star Wars.
Oh, in The Sopranos. That would be fun.
No, not The Sopranos. Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. Yeah,
Yeah.
Star Wars. I'm surprised none of us said Star
No, not The
Wars.
Sopranos. I've been to Jersey.
Well,
Oh, thanks.
I like Star Wars. That's a better realm.
That's good.
Safer. I'd want to go to the bar. What was that bar? What did they call that bar in Star Wars with all the
Cantina.
aliens?
The Cantina.
Rob, you're the last one up.
I'd like to hang out the coffee shop of friends.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, that
Aw.
was one of the first that came to mind.
Yeah.
Central Perk.
Central
that's
Perk.
right.
Yeah. So we got Jason in the house. Good morning, good evening, Jason from Michigan. He's wondering why none of us said Waterworld.
Because Kevin Costner.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of Kevin Costner. And they didn't have any va'a. They need to have canoes now.
I don't know,
Nice.
Hogwarts?
Thank you, Mary from Charleston. Ooh, Hogwarts? Yeah, nobody
You
said
could go
the
sail on
kind.
the lake, go to school at Hogwarts.
Right, I want
experience
to.
the magic.
I actually went to that lake.
That place is dangerous.
It is, but don't worry, Voldemort has been defeated, so we should be good for the time being.
Time being. See how you said that?
I would like to do the battle where they fly on the brooms and challenge each other.
Quidditch?
Fly on a broomstick.
That's a real game.
It is.
For real?
Yeah, there's like college teams and everything. There's a
Like
world
you-
championship.
They don't
How do
fly.
you fly on the?
They don't fly.
They don't
That's
fly.
messed
They
up.
just
I
run
wanna
around.
fly
They-
on the
They put a stick between their legs and
yeah.
Nah.
They have like little
But like it's all ex-soccer
like broom
players.
hockey.
It looks hard.
Broom hockey. It is like yeah, it's hard.
No, I can't do that. If they have to, the brooms have to fly. That's the best part of the whole thing.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't trust people in cars.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
really. Oh my gosh, that just made me think of Fifth Element.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a funny one.
That one's a good movie with Chris
If the world
Tucker
wasn't,
and-
if the universe wasn't ending, yeah.
right, and Bruce Willis.
Yep.
All right, nice, you guys. Good conversations. We got about 8 more minutes until we hit the, until we reach our destination. So keep those questions coming, and we'll be happy to answer them as they come along. We didn't talk about food this time.
Good. It's gonna make me hungry.
Doo-doo.
I'm already hungry.
So Mary from Charleston just chimed back in. What about Wesley's Quidditch World Cup 10? What is that?
What? Say that again?
The Weasleys. Quidditch
Weasleys.
Oh,
World Cup
Weasleys.
10.
Oh, the Weasley household?
What is that?
That's
or
just
just-
Wizard Wheezes?
Is this Harry Potter still?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
It was a reference.
No, the Weasley's household looks nice to visit, but a little chaotic to live in.
The wizarding world is chaotic.
Is that where
That's
they
true.
flew on their broomsticks?
Yeah, they just it's like a family football game at Thanksgiving.
Oh, right. I remember that. Very fun.
Starting to get beams.
Nice.
One.
One beam.
Two beams.
Was that cliff so sheer that it was too deep for the Doppler to pick up the beams, or was it just bouncing in weird directions?
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't do well when like one beam is hitting here and the other beam is like way down there.
I just thought of the like primo set. Either A, the Muppets, or Sesame Street.
No.
It just seems so chill. I don't have to
I would get
participate.
bored.
Get bored of what? It just seems chill. It's like a safe
chillin'.
neighborhood.
Mr. Hooper's store.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see? See? You get it. Man. I missed the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
I do too. Who is
They-
your favorite Muppet?
That's hard, man.
It really is.
And I like Statler and
John-
Hilton.
Yeah, they're all so good.
I like the little hippie lady with the
Yeah.
bangs and her eyes are always closed.
Oh, from the band?
Yeah, of course Animal is like another
Jan-
favorite guy.
Jan
like
or Janet.
Janice.
I think is her name, yeah.
Is that
Janice,
her?
that's
Yeah.
what Janice.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, they had a show several years ago that was in the style of The Office,
Oh,
and it was
Really?
behind the scenes. Yeah.
Right,
So Kermit was producing the show, and Miss Piggy had like a late night talk show.
Yeah.
And it was so good. It was so good, but it got canceled because a lot of people that don't know any better. I'm just kidding. It wasn't as geared to kids as people were leading to believe originally. It was still like you could still watch it with your kids, but it wasn't geared towards kids. It was
Right.
more.
Neither was
to
the
an adult.
Muppet Show, but it
It never was. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, did you not watch Muppet's Treasure Island?
Right.
Oh, wow. Sigmund the Sea Monster. Okay, so
I
as
think it
we
may be a little
close,
steep down there.
we're nearing
Yeah.
our bottom depth here. We've got one last
So
question.
we're gonna
Aloha,
stop the
Kate.
winch in about 7 meters.
Aloha, Kate from Long Beach, California. Whoop, whoop.
Start slowing down.
Long Beach
Yeah,
in
you
the
can start slowing
house.
down.
What's your favorite comedy TV series or movie? Last 5 minutes. Boom.
What we do in the shadows?
Our flags means death. It's like created by the same people.
Oh yeah, I still need to watch that.
It's so good.
Happy Gilmore. Hands down.
Whenever I get asked this question, I forget everything I've ever seen.
Philadelphia Story with Cary Grant
Oh, that's a good one.
and Kate Hepburn.
Yeah.
What was the question? Favorite movie?
Favorite comedy.
Comedy or TV series?
Oh.
So what's the bearing to the waypoint 2?
250.
250, okay.
Do you want me to wait till you get down below me a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna come down
I think
a
my
little bit.
favorite at the moment is
I'm gonna-
Abbott
I'll stop
Elementary. Has anyone seen that?
Yeah, that's
No.
pretty
It's
clever.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it like on the...
I think it's on Hulu.
Oh.
What is?
Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary.
like-
Why does that sound? Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
it's a newer show.
Yeah, I've heard,
Yeah,
heard it's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's,
funny and relatable.
I think it's.
Icy Bottom.
Oh, bottom's coming up. Yvonne, last
Alright.
comedy.
You can see it, the
TV
Atalanta
series?
cam.
Oh, you'll be disappointed. I still can't get over South Park. I still watch it.
South Park's great.
That
Still
seems
watch
so
it.
off-brand for you.
It's so funny.
That's the exact opposite. I
Yeah.
think.
Not what I would have
Same.
thought.
Hanky, the Christmas poop. Michael?
Huh?
TV show, comedy series.
We're into getting ready for
Yeah.
ops.
Oh,
mode
okay,
here,
so
yeah,
we're gonna
sorry,
cease-
focus time. Yeah.
Thank you, Josh,
Yeah.
for letting us know. We have
bet.
now concluded our Beyond the Light dive series. Thank you for all your questions. Now we're going to transition into
Okay,
getting ready to explore
so-
the bottom.
We go.
I'm
I
gonna
think
follow
you
you down now.
I think you should come around. I think you should turn around and face me
Copy.
because we're going to be heading that direction anyway. And you can go to
do you-
starboard. Starboard.
Do you want to deal with that wrap first?
Yeah, I will. So you come around and face me first, though, and
Copy.
then so go to starboard.
As soon as it starts going. Oh, yeah, duh.
Back up a bit more.
All right, coming around.
I'm gonna come around this way too. Oh yeah, it's steep.
Where am I face down?
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
And there's the bottom.
And here we are. Aloha mai kako. We've just reached the bottom. Thank you for all your awesome questions for our Beyond the Light series. For ascension or descension, we're going to transition over to exploring the bottom floor of this region. So please provide some questions for us relating to what we hope to see down here. Mahalo nui.
Just gonna back up a little bit. This is interesting.
Yeah. You're facing right that way, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a mass wasting event down below us there, Josh. So I'm not surprised there's a scarp here.
It's just a little, I mean, I guess it makes sense with a bathy, but it was not really the direction I was expecting the wall to be.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what I would expect to do.
Uh,
It's almost like a cirque in a mountain glacial area.
So I want to step, I'm going to come up. So we are not in a good orientation right now. So I'd like to come up. You're going to end up turning around.
Yeah.
And I want you to turn around to port when I come underneath you there.
Okay. Just do a 180.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start turning around. There you go. There you are.
Keep coming around.
She's trying. I'll go down a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it must have been just like a weird drop off there. Now it makes a bit more sense. Sonar. Just must have been an odd like cliff. We just landed in a really awkward spot there. So,
But
hang on here for a sec.
Yeah, and whenever you're ready, Josh, we can grab a rock anywhere you want.
Okay, we're just gonna set up our camera.
Yep. That was just
3 and 6.
I'm just gonna back up a little bit here. Get settled out. So I'm gonna go down a little bit towards the bottom.
Yeah.
walking all over the place in Auto XY here.
Yeah, we're just discussing like the water doesn't seem to be as clear as it has been in the other
I'm
dives.
pretty high up. I'm like 10 meters off the seafloor right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think I've adjusted the cameras yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
Like, I don't know why Herc is just going all over the place right now.
Okay, I've got a question here for Rob. Do any of the lava rock samples expand or break apart when brought to the sea level? Are there any trapped gases in them?
No, I mean, when these rocks are erupted, the lava, it's already underwater pretty deep. And so there's really not any gas bubbles that are trapped in them. So they break up. But I mean, sometimes they do break apart just because they're weathered.
Oh.
But it has nothing to do with the gases in them.
Oh, okay. Thank you. What's your take on what we were seeing so far about the geology of this area?
Well, I think it's just a debris slope with a lot of volcanic rocks.
Right.
And so we probably see this for a while.
Okay.
The first, 500, 600 meters of our ascent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in.
A little more in the center. There it is. Okay. Black balance first, Herc going to black. And white balance coming up. Okay. All right, good to go. Thank you.
I can answer that one. Aloha mai kako, mahalo for the answer, or excuse me, the question. So the question is, can anyone give an update on the proposal for Papahana Mokakea Marine National Monument to become National Marine Sanctuary? Is it still in the process?
Yeah, that is still in the process, in the very early stages. So a lot to be done. Pre-planning process at the moment, so more to be determined.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll happen, but we don't, yep, it's still early in the process. Thank you, Yvonne.
Okay, so we just want to sit here and then we'll grab a rock. Is that all right?
Sounds good. Perfect.
Okay.
It looks target rich here, so. Lots of nice angular rocks here.
What does that usually mean? Angular
Yeah.
rocks.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure if that one's too far out in front, but you know, any of these over here look pretty good too.
Okay.
Excellent. You got to call your shot this time. Perfect. I like it. Nice
Go
little
with your
fresh
starboard
surface.
box.
Copy.
Ready for Sam?
Yeah. Assemble salvo and open the drawer.
Do you want to put that in from 3-point range there, Josh?
Yeah.
We'll,
Just,
we'll go
yeah,
back to
stand
the
behind the
traditional
line.
methods here. So then D. Okay, and close that.
Oh, thank you. And then is sample number 137.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we can go dive salvo.
And whenever you're ready, I think it'd be nice to come
See
back
it
to
one more
that cliff.
time.
Looks like there's a lot of nice sponges there.
Let's fly.
Yeah, just to repeat on this dive, it's going to be very similar to the previous dive in the overall structure. We're going to be going up this ridge, and but in this case, the area to the south or to our left right now is an old landslide that likely exposed some relatively fresh basalt. And so from like 2,500 meters or 2,400 meters where we are now up to about 1,900 meters, it should be a lot of this basalt rock. And then from maybe 19 up to the top of 14 or 1,500, and it should be a carbonate cap.
Oh.
So we can, you know, it's very similar to last time. It's a flat top geo at the top. It's been previously mapped and some interpretation by folks probably people know Jonathan Smith, Joyce Miller, and Jonathan Tree. So they did a lot of mapping with the Schmidt Ocean Institute on the Falkor.
Okay. And so what we're looking at here is what you're talking about, that landslide action. That's
Not
probably,
yet. I think when
okay.
we first came in, when we saw that scarp,
Okay.
that was the edge of the landslide. So there was material there at one time, but it's all fallen down below. It is debris down below.
Wow.
I think this is just possibly talus that's fallen down from weathering of the rocks above.
Okay.
There may be some of the flows in place, you know, poking through.
Mm-hmm.
But you saw how easily Josh was able to grab that rock.
Yeah, compared to that last place where we were kind of looking for rocks that were easy to grab. They didn't, they seemed pretty.
Yeah, they're like solidified. Oh, So are we looking for anything here, or are we starting to move to waypoint 2?
I think we're just looking for biology now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got our rock to start, so
There was some good stuff on this cliff.
yeah, looks like a lot of
Sounds
sponges. And we don't expect the current flow to be too great here. This is great, Josh, right where we want to be.
Oh yeah, there's a sponge over there, it looks like.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
I
a
should
lot
have
of
turned the other way.
sizable sponges.
Wow. Oh, right, that one in the back there?
Yeah.
Or is that a rock?
That's a sponge.
Dang it.
Cool.
That's okay for now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was making a...
Feel free to call out zooms, Liz.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry, you were going to say it was, sorry, I forget, 250, is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, but now I'm thinking 245.
That looks like one of those farried.
Afraid, yeah.
Farried? Is that how you say
Yeah,
it?
I think so. I don't know.
No, that makes more sense.
That one looks a little different, though.
Yeah, I want to take a look at this really large one when we have a second.
What did you call it, Liz?
Farried. Farreid.
Thank you.
Might not be able to get there.
That's okay.
Right at the edge of my tether. I can have a look at it from sort of far away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd work.
It's big enough.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's another like poloipodon.
Okay.
We'll zoom in, please.
Yeah, just a little fuller on top.
Yeah. Yeah, see, it's got that, what we were calling a grass skirt.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Yeah,
hairy feet.
but it kind of took it on a different shape.
Uh-huh. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, yeah, when you get
Nice.
the ship going.
Could be a different species or
Good
just a different
observation,
growth form.
yeah.
Okay, we'll come wide, please.
Bridge nav.
And I think Steve is interested that not a lot of this has been sampled for corals, too.
Mm-hmm.
So that,
Can we make a course of 245 at 0.2 knots?
and we may not have the opportunity to see them, but
Thank you.
next couple
Zoom
of
in,
watches
please.
will.
We'll probably see more as they keep going
Yeah.
up. So that's the one I think is a farried.
Yeah, that looks.
Oh, what was the other one? Oops.
Poloipodon.
Sorry, I have to correct that in our highlights. So this is the farried.
Yep.
I think so.
It's not the classic like we've been seeing with all
No.
the fluted structures. But I think you're right. Glass sponge over there, is that still poloipodon?
Maybe. Yeah. Looks like poloipodon can have a
Okay.
lot of different growth forms.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it seems like we're still just a little bit below the sweet spot for corals at about 2,000 meters. That looks like a little finer debris in the marine snow here.
Yeah, it does seem like there's worse visibility.
It's a lot finer than at the
Yeah.
Yeah.
other place.
So are we still continuing at the same elevator? Yeah, we still.
No,
Are we starting to head
we're
kind of
starting
up
to
slowly?
head up. It kind of like sidestepping at an angle.
Ah, I see. Okay. So I've got another question here for Rob when you're ready.
Sure.
Is the makeup of the older lava different than newer lava, and how does it differ from sea level lava flows?
So make of older lava different. You can have an evolution in a single seamount. You can have an evolution
Oh, you
in
can.
the lava over time.
Oh.
I mean, Hawaii does have a different lava characteristics
Mm-hmm.
as you go through the eruption cycle. But and the large scale, it's not going to be all that different. And ocean island basalt is still going to be an ocean island basalt.
Oh, okay.
And mid-ocean ridge going to be mid-ocean ridge. Maybe slightly different flavors. And the water depth does have an impact, but it has more to do with how gaseous it is rather than the overall chemistry of the rock. It has more to do with because the things coming up to the surface used to have more degassing. And so you have things like scoria in Hawaii, more gaseous things, where the deeper eruptions you don't have these gas bubbles nearly as much.
Oh, okay.
The pressure is too high for them to
I was going to ask
out.
if that had something to do with the environmental conditions of each area.
Yeah, these are nice looking pillows too.
Nice. What did you find, Liz, or what was something that was back there?
I'm pretty sure it was a shadow.
Oh, okay.
Well, that first batch was very encouraging with all the sponges.
Yeah, that cliff, and then suddenly there's very little.
Yeah, and the shadows have been getting us this time. They're a lot more, like I'm just seeing those
it's like
three.
there's maybe something here, but it might just be sand.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it is nighttime, so the shadows
Yeah.
are going to be more of a
Thank you.
problem.
This is much more angular than we have been seeing.
Yeah.
So how did you know that there was a landslide here? Did someone?
Because people who mapped this earlier said so. No, but it really looks like one. I mean, have you ever been hiking and you see a old glacial cirque?
And you see a what?
A glacial cirque. It's a depression or like a cut away from the side, like in the White Mountains. You can see them, or and that's basically that's a landslide region. And so this has a very similar shape. It has a cuspate top, and you can actually see material down below, off in a pile. Oh, there we go.
Yep, it's a coral.
Nice.
Yeah, that counts.
Hey.
It might be a primnoid.
Yeah, it looks like the verticula one, or verticulum.
Oh, yeah.
Come by, please.
Wouldn't call it a garden, though.
Really sad garden. That's what my garden looks like.
Actually,
You okay over there?
ooh, there's stuff here. Yeah. So Emma, do you feel comfortable talking about the map yet, or kind of giving us the lay of the land for the? I mean, if not yet, don't worry.
Sure. You can do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So I mean, hold it, Dave. Can you pop that on feed 3 for us? Great, thank you.
Okay, so here we are. Here is Johnston Atoll, which is west of Hawaii. And we are approximately, that's the meters. Here we go. We are approximately 120 nautical miles away from Johnston Atoll. And you can look that up on Google Earth or anything. And you can see all of these seamounts all around us that we're exploring.
Oh.
We started in the southeast, kind of over here.
Okay.
And we have made our way west and slightly farther north, and we're exploring seamounts southwest of Johnston Atoll now. And if we zoom in, all of this colored stuff is parts of the ocean floor that we or other research vessels have mapped. And all of the background is data from satellites, and so it actually has never been mapped before. And so every time we transit from one place to another, we map the seafloor, and it's has never been looked at ever, so it's pretty exciting. Anyway, so we zoom in here, and you can see that there's contour lines that are, these are 100 meters in depth change. So it goes from the dark blue, and the darkest blue is 6,000 meters, to this lighter color up here. And then there's this weird black square, and if we zoom in, we can see that it's more contour lines, but they're more accurate because we load them in
Wow.
for where we're going, just so we can see the picture better. And these are 10 meters of depth change. So you can see that, hold on, where we are, right here, this little red dot, it's pretty steep compared to the top of this seamount.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd be going up a steep face and following along the edge of a cliff basically the entire time. So yeah.
Oh, cool.
Can you zoom out a little bit?
Oh, zoom out, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to a little bit more. Okay, yeah, this is good. So you kind of see how the close contours that kind of have that cup-shaped look, and so that whole region has been eroded away or landslide.
Like this